How come when something goes wrong in somebody's family, anybody's family, and the person feels like they don't want to talk to them no more, don't want to deal with the family no more, why nobody don't never ask questions? Why nobody never see what was the problem? Why nobody never asked the other person what was the problem? Why they don't never ask the other person the story, the other story? It's two sides to a story. And the third one is just whoever else is just saying whatever. But why people don't never ask what's going on or what happened? Why they don't never ask that? The first thing they say is, that's all you have. So if that's all we have, why do they treat us the way that they treat us? If that's all that we have, why is it okay for them to keep treating us like that? And we supposed to still love them? We supposed to still do things for them and just let them keep doing shit to us? Or is you gonna stand up? Is you gonna break that cycle? You know, when your kids do something wrong, or when your kids don't do something wrong and you think they did something wrong, that's when you need to go apologize. I do it with my kids all the time. Well, not all the time, because it's not all the time. But when I know I'm in a wrong about something, I go straight to my child, my kids, and I apologize. I don't just let it linger and just leave it be. Don't you know a child's first bully, it starts in the home. It starts with one of the parents. So why would you put your child through that traumatizing experience? You're not doing nothing but being their first bully. How you gonna teach a child to do something or to do the right things and you contradict yourself every step of the way? It does not work like that. How do you expect to teach a child something and you keep contradicting yourself, or you're not taking no accountability of anything that you do? So how is you teaching that child something? How? Only thing you're teaching them is possibly to be chaotic like you. Because just like this video I seen on YouTube, it spoke volumes to him. Because I can say right now, when I was little, my mom still act the same way. Ain't nothing changed. Her growth, nothing changed. Stability, nothing changed. That is a cycle. And I refuse to have my kids in a, like I said, and this chick right here, I refuse to have my kids in a cycle. I refuse to have my kids be one of these statistics. You know what I'm trying to say. And no, I'm not going to edit it because I don't care. I am authentic. So laugh. But no, I'm not about to do that. My kids is not about to be stagnant. They're not about to even want for anything after this shit is over with. They're gonna have growth. Their intellect their intellect and all that is gonna be strong. They're gonna be strong-minded individuals that know what to be aware about instead of looking at clothes and shoes and video games. Put that knowledge in your kids' head of what they need to be worried about. Put the knowledge in their head to what they need to be aware of. My bad. Aware of. And what they need to know. Because, quite frankly, these schools is not teaching them what they need to know when they get out here in this real world. They not. And sad to say that some of these parents is not teaching them either. Only thing they teaching them is how to be bullies. Only thing they teaching them is how to not to take accountability. Only thing they teaching them is not to be responsible when it's time to be responsible. Only time they teaching them is not to stand up when you need to stand up and be a leader. That's why I'm doing this. And that's why I'm going so hard. Because I refuse for my kids to be a statistic. And like I said, I am building an empire, a legacy for my kids. Fuck me. It's for my kids. Y'all really need to start looking at videos, a whole hell of them, Get that knowledge in your head. Because something about to happen. Y'all see that? I love that. Something's about to happen. I don't know what it is, but see that? Something about to happen though. And I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm about to write my other book. And it's gonna be about the journey of me coming to my new town, my new city. And all the obstacles motherfuckers try to put me through. That spell work be spelling, but whatever the fuck y'all be trying to, that shit only makes me tired. That's why y'all ain't been seeing me go live. Because that shit drains me and I ain't even been doing nothing. But sometimes when people do that spell shit, sometimes I think like I said, sometimes I think with that spell work, when they try to do so much of it to bring somebody down, the strong ones, I just think it just drains us. And when it does that, and I know it because I be feeling that shit when I be laying down. I be like, what the fuck? I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? I ain't been doing nothing. So it's kind of like when you have an upset stomach, you gotta force yourself to eat. So when that spell work be spelling what them motherfuckers be doing, I gotta force myself to get up. That's some real shit. That shit will have a motherfucker drain, not wanting to do nothing. Sure. And please, you'll know if somebody doing spell work because it will show on their face. You'll see them 1 week, then the next 2 weeks or the next month you see them, they look totally different. It's because of spell work. That shit is not good. Why do people don't care about their body? Like, don't you want to keep your youth and the skin and stuff? Like, you want to look like a raisin. Keep doing that spell work. Keep lying and shit. Keep throwing rocks and hiding your hand. You're gonna look like a prune, a shriveled up prune. I kid you not. I will post a picture right here so y'all can see what the fuck I'm talking about, but that'll be doing too much. And I like to pay those motherfuckers dust. Okay? Dust. Pay those motherfuckers dust. Because I ain't got time for it. I don't.